How's it going, guys? My name is John, and welcome to the journey. Today it's going to be video 2 of what I promised you guys. And today what we're going to talk about is we're going to go over my plan for this journey that I'm taking. So just in case you're catching this video and you haven't seen the first one, please go watch it. It kind of outlines everything I'm going to talk about today and my goal for the channel. But my plan to do is I plan to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30 years old. It's something that I've dreamed about doing for a long time. It's something that I really aspire to doing. And this is my journey to get there. That's why I'm making this video series, and that's why I'm creating this channel and putting all this content out there for you guys. One, for me, so that I can have someone to be accountable to for the decisions that I make. And two, for you guys, because I bet there's a lot of people out there who want to take a trip like this, who want to do something like this for their own lives, and they're afraid of making mistakes. And I am going to do this channel so that you can learn from what I do, my successes, my failures, and whatever the things that I do in my life and my own personal journey for you guys on this path, so that you can learn from them and achieve your own goals and your own dreams. And that's really the motivation behind this for me. But today what I wanted to talk about is I wanted to talk about more specifically the plan that I have to achieve this lofty goal that I have. And we'll go over that and we'll talk about why I want to do that to begin with. But to start it off, let's talk about where I am right now. So right now I'm in about as low as it gets. I'm 23 years old. I don't have a lot of money to my name right now, to be honest with you guys. I served a mission for my church. I served for 2 years. I came back from the mission at the age of 21, and I started to get a job. I started to live on my own, and then I ran into some really rough times, and I ended up losing a lot of money. And now I live with my parents, unfortunately. I have about $1,000 to my name right now, and that's about everything. Luckily, this car that I'm in right now, I do own, so I can say that I can successfully say that I own something. But I live with my parents right now at 23 years old, and if for someone trying to be a millionaire by the time they're 30, that does not look good. Okay, so basically what it is I have to make $1 million in 7 years, and this is my plan to do it. So right now, my situation is that I live in my parents' house. I have $1,000, and my goal right now is to get out. The way I'm doing this right now is I'm doing a bunch of different things. I work 2 different jobs right now. I work both of them retail jobs, really small jobs. I work at Barnes & Noble, and I also work at Walmart. Okay, I work about 12 hours a day, so it makes it really difficult to do things like this. And I make minimum wage at both. It's not the greatest. I don't have a college degree. I'm still in school. I still study, but my ticket out though is why it is this. I just completed the real estate class requirements for my real estate license, and I am expected to get my license to be an agent in a couple days actually. Something that I'm very, very excited for is that's something I've looked forward to doing for a very long time, just like this video channel, just like talking to you guys. And that, I believe, is my ticket out of here. I want to be a real estate agent who is going to sell houses and be able to make a living for myself that way. And I believe that I can do that because I have the drive. But the reason why I'm still working at these 2 jobs is because I plan to do something that I think requires a lot of courage. Whether this is a mistake or whether this is a adventurous move on my part, it's something that I'm going to do anyway because I feel like it's the right thing to do. I live right now in Yuma, Arizona. Yuma, Arizona is not known for being a good place for people like me to live. It's one of the worst places for singles to live in the United States. There's nothing to do here as far as entertaining things. It's very difficult to find a job, let alone the housing market. And for what I can tell, the real estate market here is pretty cutthroat. And so my plan is to work really, really hard. Keep working these 12-hour days every day, coming home and then I'm doing Uber right now. That's why I'm in the car right now. Keep doing Uber and keep doing Lyft, and then doing as many odd jobs as I can to make as much money so that at the end of this year, I can move to somewhere where the real estate market will be better. That is my goal. I'm going to leave Yuma and I'm just going to go somewhere else in Arizona, preferably Phoenix area, where I can start my own life and I can be happy there. Because to be honest with you guys, like when living here in Yuma, when you sell, I read a lot of books working at the bookstore, Barnes & Noble, and I read a lot of nonfiction books that help me out with this. And I've realized that I've been reading a lot of sales books. The number one thing that you have to sell is something that you believe in. And if I'm going to be selling houses, I can't sell houses in an area that I don't believe in. It's just how it is. I couldn't live with myself if I were to say to every person that I meet, yeah, represent me because I love Yuma. Yuma's a fantastic place. You're going to love it here. Everything you do is going to be amazing. I would not be able to live with myself if I were to do that because I know I'd be cheating them and I'd be cheating myself to be able to be doing that. It's been good to me for the year that I've here, but I could not successfully and safely recommend that to other people. And so what I've been doing is, in order to mitigate this, is I've been every single Sunday, starting 2 weeks ago, I am going to be going every single Sunday over to a different city in Arizona, looking at all the different living areas, researching the housing market in that area, looking up the cost of living, the atmosphere, and just making sure it's a good place for me to live at. Somewhere that I can feel that, not the way that I feel here, where I can be happy there, where I would feel safe to, settle down, maybe, start a family. We do all these things where I would feel very comfortable and be proud to say that I live there, instead of having to grit my teeth and look for the diamond in the rough everywhere that I go about Yuma. And it's just hard. I hear bad news all the time about this place, and I just wish it wasn't like that. But that's my plan for right now for the real estate market. But real estate is not my end goal. I want to let you guys know that it's not my end goal. It's more of the doorway to get to where I want to go. I am going to pursue real estate for multiple reasons. The reason I chose that is because, one, it's a really good way for those who work really hard to make a lot of money. That is something that I've heard over and over and over again, and my teachers have been really adamant about that. The more you work, and as far as real estate goes, the more success you'll achieve. And I consider myself someone who can work really hard. Who can do that. Obviously, if I'm working like 12-hour days or whatever it is, maybe I've proved myself that way. I don't know, but either way, I hope that I can. I believe, I have a lot of confidence in myself that I can achieve that I can successfully move to wherever I'm going to move to in Arizona and be able to do that. And so I've been going week after week to go investigate all these places and do this so I can figure that out. And then I want to, after I'm done being a real estate agent, I want to get into property investing. That was the reason why I wanted to get into real estate in the first place, to be able to go and property invest. I will learn how to do that. The ins and out of the housing market, the ins and out of everything. I feel like there'd be no other way to do that except for real estate as well. I want to get into property investing, but most importantly is I want to be able to own my own business. I want to be able to start my own company and be able to turn that into something that'll generate a lot of wealth for me and really benefit the community that I live in. I want to be able to uplift the lives of everybody that comes in contact with me in this business, and that's the idea behind that as well. And that's my goal for making $1 million while I'm 30. But the idea, though, behind all of this is, the reason why I want to do all of this, though, my main motivation behind becoming a millionaire by the time I'm 30 is because I'll touch on this more in another video for sure, but I want to be able to uplift the community. I see a lot of bad things going around, and it makes me sad, to be honest with you. There's a lot of problems in a lot of places, and and I hate feeling like I can't do anything about it. And especially with my hometown that I grew up in. I grew up in a town in Northern California, Redding, and it's having some issues right now for sure. And I want to be able to be someone who can really have a lot of influence and a lot of ability to make the world a better place. I mean, I can do that now. I can do things like I can vote. I can do things like that. I can go do community service. I can do things like that, but that's going to do only so much. I want to be able to change the world. I want to be able to make sure that the world is a better place because I live here. And I really feel like this is the path for me to do that. I'm grateful for the path that I've taken. I wouldn't be on this path if a lot of things didn't happen in my life, and I feel really fulfilled taking it. And it's really cool because that fulfillment doesn't come from me striving for fulfillment. It comes from me doing the right thing. At least I think I am. But there's a lot of great things that are happening. If you can look at it as, I'm working 2 jobs, stressed out of my mind, and, living with my parents with pretty much no money. Or I could look to the future, look to the incredible things that I think are going to be happening in the future, and say to myself, you know what, I think I'm going to make it. I think I'm going to accomplish my goals. Because I truly believe that I am. I believe in myself, and I hope you guys can believe in me too. And I'm going to keep you guys updated the whole way, in every single way possible. I want you guys to be there with me, just to be able to help you, and for you guys to hold me accountable, hold my feet to the fire. I don't know if you noticed, but I already failed. I told you guys I was going to release this video the day after that other video, but I got so swamped with work and I started making excuses that I didn't come out with the video on time. There's a few YouTube errors that came out with that, but there's still no excuse. From now on, I will make a video every day. Okay? That's my promise to you guys. And if I don't, we'll figure something out. But thanks, you guys. This is my second video ever, so I don't plan to get on I don't expect too many views for this. But for those of you who are viewing this, I really appreciate you. You're amazing. Thank you for your support. Thank you for checking me out as well. It means a lot, and I hope that I can provide something for you. Thank you.